Hello friends, today we will discuss about this citizenship theory by Marshall. Basically, Marshall ideas on citizenship concern with the liberal ideas about citizenship. Marshall's view on citizenship. So let's start today's on this topic. As you know, this debate between liberals and communitarians. I have already described that two major components of this theory and the theories of citizenship. Number one is related to liberals' views and second views regarding to communitarian. The first ideas and view of liberals related to individuality and individual identity. Second ideas which related to communitarian regarding with the identity of community. So, after post-war, as post-war political theory, the citizenship is defined almost entirely in terms of position of rights. It means we can say that the citizenship is belong to rights of people. Marshall states that, and according to Marshall, citizenship means achievement of rights of people. It means their facilities which achieved by people from the states because rights is already can be achieved from the state. It means state and citizenship according to liberals theories. States and citizenship both are opposition for each other because states don't want to give any facility and more rights to our citizen, but citizen wants to achieve more rights and more facilities from the states. So next, the most influenced exposition of this post-war conception of citizenship as rights is T.S. Marshall, Citizenship and Social Class, written in 1949. Marshall states and writes about citizenship in his book and in his work, which which was entitled is that Citizenship and Social Class. The book written in 1949, it means mid 20th century. Liberal theorist T.S. Marshall states that citizenship is a synonym of rights of people and people's rights. It means citizenship and rights both are equal. But Marshall also states that citizenship and rights is not only equal, but citizenship rights for all people is equal. It means citizenship is not limited. Citizenship is unlimited. It means citizenship for all people who live in a state. So, as you know, according to Marshall, citizenship is essentially a matter of ensuring that everyone is treated as full and equal member of society. You can see in this slide two important terms in this line. Number one is full and second is equal. It means full membership and equal membership. Equal means citizenship for all people. Citizenship for all people who live in a state and who are member of a political community. So citizenship is a equal rights for all members of a political community. It is clear. So, according to Marshall, citizenship means increasing the numbers of citizenship rights for people. It means Marshall states that, and according to Marshall, we can say that citizenship is a right of people, and citizenship means increasing the number of rights of people who live in a state and who are member of any political community. It means it is clearly mentioned that you and we can say in clear manner that according to Marshall, citizenship means increasing the numbers of citizenship rights for people. As you know, Marshall divides citizenship rights into three categories, which he sees as having taken hold in England in three successive centuries following are liberal theorist Marshall studied about the citizenship in Britain for last 3 centuries. It means Citizenship and Social Class 1949 entitled book was written by Marshall. Marshall described in his book that in last 3 centuries from last 3 centuries in Britain, three types citizenship have developed and evolved. We can divide in three categories. Number one is they are belong to and they were belong to rights, because Marshall states that rights is the symbol of citizenship. So we can say that three categories following are: number one is civil rights, second is political rights, and third is social rights. The first categories and first rights and first citizenship known as civil citizenship, when political rights called as political citizenship. Then we can say that social right means social citizenship. In 18th century in Britain, first types of citizenship have developed, which called civil citizenship or civil rights. According to Marshall, some civil rights include in civil citizenship such as in, for instance, rule of law, expression of ideas and movement and property, etc., including civil rights. It means in 18th century, people of Britain and citizens of Britain, they hold the civil rights, including rule of law, which is father of Delaunay, expression of ideas, and any types of movements such as social movement, civil movement, environmental movement, other types of movements. And property, it means identity of individual, symbol of property and wealth. But liberal views thinkers Marshall also describe that civil rights and civil citizenship protect by the a institution which known as constitution. As you know, British constitution is the symbol of unwritten constitution. Unwritten constitution means it is not guarantee that something is not right. Unwritten constitution means constitution in written limited manner. So Marshall states that in 19th century political rights, it means the second level of citizenship, which called political rights, it means political citizenship. Political citizenship and people who achieve the political citizenship, they hold some rights which known as political rights. For instance, voting rights, it means vote cast, elected and elect participate in election, and criticism of state and government, and they have eligibility of a post, they will achieve the post, etc., are including in political rights. Marshall states that political rights and the political citizenship guarded by a institution which name is representative institutions. It means parliament, house of common, house of lord, judiciary and house of lords and etc. political leadership institution. And next, Marshall states that in 20th century in Britain, third type of citizenship have developed, which known as social rights. It means social citizenship. It is the expansion of citizenship and the highest stage of citizenship, which called social citizenship. The citizens of Britain who hold the social citizenship, they consume social rights such as public education, public health, health care, unemployment insurance, and old age pension, etc. As you know that the United Kingdom known as welfare state in first time in political world. So social rights, they reflect this social citizenship. Social rights of peoples guarded by a state which known as welfare state. As you know, welfare state means a states who work welfare for our people and our member of political community. It means welfare state. Today, as you know, all states wants to known as welfare state. Although they are republic state, they are communist state, they are capitalist states, they want to known as welfare state. So according to Marshall, three types of citizenship, three types of rights which have developed in Britain last 3 centuries, and some institution which guarded of these rights of people. Then we can say that for Marshall, the fullest expression of citizenship required a liberal democratic welfare state. It means in first time demand of welfare state described by the liberal theorist Marshall, who said fullest expression of citizenship require liberal democratic welfare state. You understand with this nomenclature liberal democratic welfare state. So Marshall Marshall's views on citizenship already represent the liberal ideas of citizenship. Marshall notes there was also an expansion of class of citizens. Then civil and political rights that had been restricted to white property owning Protestant men were gradually extended to women. The working class, Jews, and Catholics, blacks, and other previously excluded groups. It means we can say in brief that according to Marshall, and Marshall states that, or we can say Marshall said citizenship means rights for all people, and rights for all people which who are the member of political community. It means all persons who live in a state and in a political community, they have rights to achieve the identity of citizenship. It means many facilities, many rights. So, by guaranteeing civil, political, and social rights to all, it is ensured that martial citizenship, civil, political, and social rights for all persons who live in a state. Many times I said that it is the Marshall's clear view that citizenship means rights for people, rights for all people who live in a state and political community. The welfare state ensures that every member of society feels, as you know, it is a next stage of this citizenship. Marshall states that note it is guarantee and ensuring of the civil rights, political rights, and social rights. But it is a essential requirement of this type of citizenship that every member of society feels like a full member of society, able to participate in and enjoy the common life of society. It is very, very important quotation of Marshall. It means able to participate and enjoy the common life of society. It means it is the representative of good life, good society, and better society in a state. Where any of these rights are withheld or violated, people will be marginalized and unable to participate. So Marshall's view on citizenship represent the rights for all people of a state. But now we discuss about what are the criticism of Marshall's theory on citizenship. Marshall's citizenship is often called passive or private citizenship because its emphasis on passive entitlements and the absence of any obligation to participate in public life. It means Marshall's view on citizenship is related to only one aspect, only human aspect, only member aspect. It is not related to state aspects, government aspects. It is not related to obligation of people. It is one-sided one-sided perspective about citizenship that rights only rights. It means Marshall's theory of citizenship is not related to duties of human and people and a member of a state and political community. It is only claim to rights for all members of political community without any duty. So many criticism emerge about Marshall's theory. It is still widely supported because it is related to one aspect. When asked what citizenship means to them, people are much more likely to talk about rights than responsibilities or participation. For most people, citizenship is, as the American Supreme Court once put it, the right to have right. So, it is quite understandable why people support this model of citizenship as rights. As Stephen McAdoo puts it, the benefits of private citizenship are not to be sneezed at. They place certain basic human goods like security, prosperity, and freedom within the grasp of nearly all, and that is nothing less than a fantastic human achievement. So Stephen McAdoo states that it is a achievement of human society, an achievement of people, an achievement of a member of political community from this state. Nevertheless, this orthodox post-war conception of citizenship has come increasingly under attack in the last decades. It is very, very popular conception of citizenship from last decades, mid 20th century. Before the criticism, because it is related to persons and member of political community. As you know that we are like this type of citizenship because we want to only rights. We don't want to complete and take responsibility any duties which related to our, including me and you. You want to rights, you don't want to duties. I want to rights, but I have no complete any duties. Many commentators argue that we need to supplement or replace the passive acceptance of citizenship rights with the active exercise of citizenship responsibilities and virtue, including economic self reliance, political participation, and even civility. Marshall's view has also been criticized for failing to properly recognize and accommodate the social and cultural pluralism of modern societies. It means Marshall's view on citizenship is not successive in modern era and 21st centuries. So many types criticism on this theory about citizenship, which propounded by the Marshall liberal theorist Marshall. So we can discuss, we will discuss about communitarian ideas regarding citizenship and what is the civil virtue and what is the republican state and what are the best about citizenship theory from liberal aspects of citizenship and communitarian aspects of citizenship. And today's what is good and better, what is better option for developing societies including our country India, what type citizenship, cultural pluralism and other types. So it was the Marshall's view on citizenship. You can see the all PPTs about Marshall's view on citizenship. I will send you. I I have already sent you PDF format of these notes, and in my next videos I will send other PPTs and PDF format. So thank you so much.